Vapor Snake. A man on a mission to find himself.
He's been doing this all week.
Yeah, he's got a lot of sores all over his body from doing this. Look, the roll is an all-terrain form of travel. See that big rock over there?
You can roll it.
Oh!
It's a Soviet communications post. The radio log should be worth a look. Might even be something about Miller's location in there.
Miller. Who is Miller? Some guy. I don't really remember. I think he was a friend? A boyfriend? I wrestled him once.
Something more than friends.
I wrestled him. I remember I wrestled him in a shower 9 years ago. Exactly 9 years ago. I should rescue him.
Boss, I've given up on doing David Hayter impressions. I'm an Ocelot man now.
Ocelot's just a lot easier to impersonate because he's just kind of growly.
Yeah.
That's Mark.
Also, you ain't opened your mouth yet this whole dang game.
You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera.
Something about marking, but look at this
See their positions on
poster.
the map.
Huh.
Whoa.
Who's that? I want to be like that.
Placed.
Yeah. I don't know. I still need to find info on Miller. Because I think he might be a boyfriend or something. But this poster looks cool.
I've got a room
Your destination.
on the boat that I really need to decorate.
Oh, man. So yeah, you can collect posters. They'll do something later. So yeah, this is yet another base you don't need to go to. This is way in like the southeast of the map. This is way out of the way. Maybe even more out of the way than the place Venom traveled through in the truck. Oh, so when soldiers notice you, you get a little like radar pointing where it's coming from, the suspicion. Kind of like that weird radar thing you had before. Look at that, tactical takedown.
Bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
So there's a bunch of like little actions you can do that get you different score bonuses, like headshotting you do with the tranq pistol is apparently a tactical takedown.
Sure.
Sometimes just punching a dude in the jaw really hard is tactical. Anything can be tactical, I think.
Yeah, as long as it has one of those rails on it.
Yeah.
Or a lot of pockets and canvas.
So, deserts, like, sandstorms can happen randomly. It's just weather. It's pretty cool, actually, because sometimes it'll just be in, like, a place where it's like, fuck, it's really hard to sneak out of here. I got myself in a corner. And if a sandstorm starts, you can just, like, book it, because almost people can't see, like, at all. They can see, like, maybe a couple feet in front of them.
Where did that ramp come from?
If I can't reach a guy, you can just dive into him.
Nice.
And then hold him up on the ground. The dive is really cool just because you can tackle dudes with it. Some kind of song. Faintly in the distance. Whoop.
Is that Bob Marley I hear?
So another item we have is our bionic arm. If we equip that, instead of doing CQC, we just deck them.
Nice.
And also, if you listen, it makes the $6 million man sound. It is the actual sound, by the way. In the credits for this game, they credit the sound effect from NBC. I think it was NBC.
Yeah.
That had $6 Million Man in the 70s. So they had to pay an actual licensing fee to get that sound effect.
And people wonder why Konami didn't want to pay for another like $2 billion game.
Yeah. But yeah, so the bionic punch, it instantly knocks dudes out if you're sprinting and punch them. And on top of that, we'll see it at some other point, but when he punches, so his hand, like the wrist on his bionic arm, can spin all the way around. So when he gives them the bionic punch, his fist is like spinning really fast too. Apparently the twirl makes it stronger. Yeah, it's bionic arm's pretty cool. Eventually, it'll be able to do other things as well. All right, all these guys are. Despite the improved AI, you can still do the classic tried and true method of tranking a dude so another guy looks and tries to wake him up so you can also trank him and just get a big old pile of sleepy boys.
Anyway, boss, it looks like you're making some sort of cuddle party over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with helping Kaz, but all right, I'm into it.
I don't know what that thing was, but it needed to get blown up. So, on top of some original music, there are also actual 80s songs to pick up. That was only time will tell.
Big hit in Russia at the time.
Yeah. So, even though this is a base way out from where we should be, this base also happens to have info on Miller.
All right. Their communications log had information about where they're keeping Miller. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
You've accidentally done part of your job. I'm proud of you.
So that's another poster. The first sexy lady thing of... Whoop! So that was... when you get caught in this game, you actually activate like a slow-mo mode that allows you to try and deal with whoever spotted you before you actually get caught. You can turn this off as well.
But it's really cool, though.
It's really cool. It also there's some abilities they're only able to do with that too. It sounds kind of broken too, like, oh, you get caught and you always get in slow motion to shoot them in the face, but there are a lot of things that limit it that we'll get into. The first being, if you get caught a lot, the duration the slow motion lasts for gets shorter and shorter every time.
Anyway, Vapor Snake has had his buzz completely harshed here.
So yeah, got caught by the base. That whistling sound just now was they have mortars, so if they have a general idea where you are, they will bomb that area when you're running away from the base.
Which is a real buzzkill.
Yeah. All right, Big Boss. Find the info the correct way, the responsible way.
Yes.
Big Boss would never take a smoke break. At least when Miller's gonna die.
I do love this Let's Play about two dads and their irresponsible son.
So you picked up an intel file.
Extraction.
Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
All right, so on the map,
has been updated.
we knew the general area before, but now it just pinpoints this big building right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't guess it's the big building, really?
I mean, you totally could if you just want to go there, yeah. Also, like all those resources I picked up, they get marked on the map.
Oh.
And they like when they get filled in, when they're not transparent anymore, that like tells you like, hey, you can come and pick it up again, which is nice.
Come farm this. Hey,
yeah.
you. Come farm this.
Also, I was walking slowly while touching that door because how fast you're moving when you open a door like changes how loudly you open it. So if I just ran, I would slam it open, and guards can hear that from a pretty decent ways away. Yeah, and that's an instance of where it's better to dive so that they just don't see you crawling around. Also, you know, Big Boss is wearing camo. Although they don't show it, this game does still have like the camo index percentage like MGS3 and 4
Of course.
did. It works a lot differently. Like eventually we will be able to pick like camo patterns, but camo only gives you like a small like 10% bonus when you're on the right thing.
I do appreciate how clean the UI is.
It's
Like
nice.
you've just got your gun.
Yeah,
and your
it's-
waypoints.
Yeah, it keeps everything real clean. The main things that change your camo index are actually shadow and light, and also weather. Those are the main things. Also, we can listen to cassette tapes while we're just running around, so let's listen to one. The yellow ones are like the story important ones.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years.
It's like the purloined letter.
Inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto. Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy? Cypher went so far as to attack.
Is this really the first time we're hearing
their own
Big
allies.
Boss talk?
That's how badly they wanted
In full
you dead.
sentences, yes. Yeah, Big Boss is a quiet man in this game for the most part. Kojima says he wanted to make a... Because the Fox engine, they were like, whoa. Slow-mo, check it out.
Hit him with a horse! Hit him with a horse!
Aw, he fell asleep before the horse could hit him. I will be hitting plenty of people with this horse, though.
Okay, good.
But yeah, that's reflex mode. It gives you a decent chance to take him out before you get caught. But yeah, if you get caught a lot, it lasts for like maybe a half second sometimes. There are ways to like refresh that ability, but we can't do any of that yet. Yeah, like Kojima claims because the Fox engine, they were doing like facial capture for cutscenes instead of just hand animating them. So he was like, I want to make a game where instead of the character talking, you figure out what they're thinking through their facial expressions and stuff.
Right.
Watch yourself.
And he was also saying stuff like, oh, I'm really inspired by like Mad Max and how little, he talks in it and all this stuff. And it's like, he may have actually been going for that, but also I think it's because Kiefer Sutherland cost a lot of money.
Oh, well, we gotta get that one. Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of the time when you actually do hear Big Boss speak a decent amount and it's full sentences and not just like a question like Snake usually talks. It is in cassette tapes or places where you cannot see Snake's face, which leads me to think that getting mocap sessions with him was really hard to do or more expensive. Also, this base is a good way to show how the tranq pistol works now. So, you still have a decent amount of ammo for it, and a headshot will put a guy out to sleep, and people who have been tranked will stay asleep for about 3 minutes. The issue now is that the darts that the gun shoots drop really quickly.
Yeah. They make bullets now. They're really effective.
So around 40 meters or so, the darts start dropping really fast. So you have to learn how to like arc your shots if you want to do it from far away. But even then, if you're missing the head, you can just load like 5 shots into a dude and he'll fall asleep pretty quick. But that also uses up your suppressor. Like in the bottom right, there's that little meter. You fire too much and the suppressor pops off, and then it's just really loud and they can hear you. Also, I just like making people have a chain reaction of falling asleep in front of other people's, just because they always get so shocked.
It's the simple pleasures in life.
Yeah. Also, like, he knows that empty magazine, but guards will actually have priorities of what's more important to them. So even if they hear a sound that they would normally investigate, if it's like there's a dude knocked out, they will go like, oh, I don't know what that is, but I need to do this first. Also, I appreciate that Big Boss can book it.
Yeah.
Also, he never gets tired when sprinting. There's no stamina. He could just sprint like that forever.
It's He's a legendary hero. Of course he can.
Yeah. Oh!
Dive!
You can also chain CQC together, just like in Peace Walker.
Nice.
I got the word predator.
Yes, become the Fat Predator. My favorite Jack Black science fiction action film.
Alright. You got She Blinded Me with Science. You just play on loop now if you want. I am debating whether or not I can play those in this Let's Play though, because I don't know if it'll just like get my Let's Plays completely blocked in Germany. Like these are already gonna get like claimed by Konami, so I won't be able to make money off the ads or anything for these things. But I don't know. Like even that little clip of She Blinded Me with Science might be enough to make it completely unwatchable in Germany. We'll see.
Don't worry, these videos are unwatchable anywhere.
Oh no! Yeah, there's like no mini map in this game really, but you can like put it to the side
Oh, there
if
you
you
go.
want to
Yeah.
ride on the horse in first person. But yeah, there's like a lot of roads that lead right to the base where Miller is being held.
How
But that-
How many first-person horse riding sims are there in the world? This game fills so
know.
many niches. They've just been begging for a good experience.
I don't know about Sims, but I mean, you can ride in first person in like Skyrim. Maybe Barbie's Horse Adventure has first person view?
You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your iDroid for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Alright, the actual place where Miller's being held.
Use your zip line to get down there real quick, like Batman.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can handle going to this place. Like, for instance, Venom Snake. He just rode the truck all the way here with no effort.
You've reached one day. Miller is being held somewhere in that town, but we don't know exactly where he is. You can keep gathering intel or make an entry into the town now.
It is nice that their voice lines like, you know he's somewhere in here, but like, don't really have much to go on.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to visit another village?
Yeah. Yeah, there's several other missions too where like the game doesn't stop you from doing an unwise thing, but it's still a way to do it, and so sometimes it'll just be Ocelot be like, are you sure? But yeah, the truck stops right by another delivery point, so that's another fast travel thing.
Now, why do I have a big old crush on you in the first place? Please remind me.
This 10 years of you being in a coma, I just kind of forgot why I loved you. I was hoping this trip to Afghanistan we'd reinvigorate it, but I just don't know.
Rekindle what we once had.
Yeah. I remember you talking a little more than this, even if it was just restating what I asked you, but it just ain't there anymore. Also, yeah, I was shooting out those light sources. Light sources reduce your camo index by a ton, so if you want to sneak, yeah, you can shoot. There's actually a rule. It says it in the loading screens where there's like little tips. If a light source doesn't have some type of metal grate over it, you can destroy it. So,
Nice.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, Miller's in here somewhere. Venom Snake don't know, but like all these dudes are just congregating in one place, just chilling out. So now's probably the best time to like murder absolutely everyone.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Up.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out.
I'm sorry, there's way too many bodies to pick up right now.
So another cool thing is the AI in this game has multiple different states of alert. they can be on alert, but it doesn't count as an alert for you because they don't know there's somebody there shooting them. They just know there is an explosion out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they can be on alert and you're still not caught, but they'll still go into like full caution mode and everything. It's really cool. But at this point, yeah, let's just shoot a lot of people.
Now, we still can't speak Russian, but I can guess what some of these folks are saying.
Yeah.
Another
God,
interesting... the film burns are so good.
Yeah, instead of getting bloody screen, you get film burn, which is actually really neat. But anyways, he's fucking stuff up.
All right.
Maybe Big Boss will be quiet.
Time for Smart Dad.
Yeah, Smart Dad.
Smart Dad, Direct Dad, and that asshole.
That asshole who, he's a nice person at his core, but he's just got a lot of issues going on right now. He's got some type of vaporizer. I don't know what's in it, but whenever he's smoking it, his eyes gloss over and he's unresponsive.
For 12 hours.
12 hours at a time. He stays up for days and never gets a wink of sleep. I don't know how he can handle anything. Yeah, somehow Vapor Snake knows where Miller is, so,
It works. Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah. Those dudes are having a conversation. So a lot of the bases actually have barracks in them because, like, the guards need a place to sleep.
Right.
But if I want to make a distraction... every base has some... If they have lights and it's a large base, they always have some place where they're getting power from, and you can always either destroy them or turn them off. So it's good for Big Boss, because suddenly everything's a lot darker. And also, they have to investigate why the power's off, so a whole bunch of people are leaving their posts to go check on the generator.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I like, because they've added enough reactions now to the AI that were not there in previous Metal Gears, that there's lots of interesting ways to, like, divert attention.
Yeah.
Instead of just, sneaking good, you can, like, plan stuff out. And also, now that Big Boss actually knows how to jump and climb, there's lots of cool ways to get to places.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like, I just bypassed, like, everything. I'm really close to Miller just because I was able to jump good. Also, you can't knock on walls anymore.
What?
But you can still create sound to create distraction. You don't need surfaces anymore. Instead, what Big Boss does is he spins his cybernetic wrist... So it makes like a grinding sound.
Sure, yeah, they probably should have included that in the boat time montage.
Yeah. So yeah, now you can just make noise, like, wherever without even needing a wall or surface to knock on. Also, I like how this guy gets kind of caught up in the door for a second. Whoa. And yeah, CQC, you can, like, grab dudes around cover and over cover now without getting caught.
So you've got like a Drake snake, basically.
Yeah. Also, what I did I did a chokehold on him that keeps guys knocked out a lot longer than most other CQC moves.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Oh.
Those guys are fine. They probably won't look over here. But yeah, this stereo is playing an instrumental remix of Love Deterrence, the final boss theme when you fought Paz in Peace Walker. And hey, look who it is, maybe.
Hard to tell.
Venom Snake.
Meanwhile, yeah.
He's I mean, he doesn't know, but he was real close the whole time. Also, check this out. So this dude tries to throw a grenade, but he throws it way over me, and listen. He blew somebody else up! Also, yeah, you can just stab dudes.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And yeah, Big Boss gets caked in blood in this game. There's so much blood you can cake on him in this.
power of the Fox engine.
Yep.
God. No more use for me, huh? Cause it's me. I'm here to get you out. Snake. They do something to your eyes? No, it's just bright as all.
I really like that Kaz, like, instantly becomes more like himself when he gets his shades back.
They have regenerative properties.
What took you so long? We'll talk, but not here.
My memory's a little fuzzy, but were you my boyfriend?
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
So this has got to be the tricky part.
It can be, depending on like what route you plan on taking. If you're, you know, if you're looking pretty decently with the binoculars before you come in here, you can notice that there's a couple little side roads where there aren't really ever any guys.
Mm-hmm. And if you just killed everybody, then...
Oh yeah, totally.
You look well. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right? Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for all time.
So if you press the action button right here,
Kept you waiting, huh?
you actually say it.
Nice.
It's really you, Snake. All these years without you. I knew this day would come.
Otherwise, you just leave Miller hanging. And that's not nice.
This is P-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Could you reference more than one thing? Just more than one thing.
And yeah, my horse just instantly teleported here because he was so far away.
Nice. Is the horse
Yeah,
named
you-
Queequeg?
Have arrived at LZ.
The horse doesn't have. Well, the horse has a name, but it is not a reference.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. But yeah, you can also carry bodies back your horse. Master Miller is bouncing up and down so much he needs a seatbelt.
Strap him to that horse. Where's your horse straps? Isn't the surprising thing that you were able to get your helicopter here?
Yeah.
Ahab, do you read me? This is P-Quad. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Because they do have anti-aircraft
They
radar.
do. Yeah.
It's them.
Gooey.
Yeah, they're squishy.
Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Alright, so at this point, you know, the skulls are here. This is kind of where the Big Boss and Venom Snake playthroughs kind of merge, because they're basically the same here. Mm-hmm. It is possible to fight the skulls, but it's super unwise at this point of the game. Oh yeah, we also have night vision goggles.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. Now I'm a nice lime green horse.
It's one hot horse.
So, you know, they're kind of blocking the only two ways you can get through. And you might think like, oh, like with other soldiers, I can just distract them and make them walk somewhere else by like throwing an empty magazine. The skulls are weird. Like,
Oh, you
they
don't
look
say.
at stuff, they look at noises, at the source of noises, but they don't investigate things. They just like to stay where they're at. Sometimes they walk around, but unless they have reason to, they just stay where they are. They can try and trank them, though.
I don't think that worked.
Run, boss.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, the skulls
Whoa.
are pretty nuts, and this is the reason why it would be hard to fight them right now. There's 4 of them. They go as fast as your horse. They have guns. They also have machetes, and they can cloak themselves. Look at them go. It actually is possible to sneak by these guys in this mission. I believe there's a bonus for doing that, but for the most part, you are intended to be caught by them in this mission.
Yeah.
It is cool, though, that there are ways to sneak past them.
You gotta get out your fishing lure. It's
Yeah.
the one thing that mesmerizes them.
Thankfully, there's lots of rocks here that you can zigzag between. That's the main thing that keeps them from, like, killing you. Because they can also just straight up kill Miller.
Oh.
And if they got in enough shots, they could disable your horse as well.
Well, then you gotta lift the horse on your shoulders and carry them both to the LZ.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Our men, survivors from 9 years ago, were wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
And yeah, like, I did get shot a few times, and like, when you get shot, it brings up like a little red indicator pointing where the shots came from. Sometimes yellow hit indicators might come up instead, and that means you're not being shot, but your horse or Miller is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Miller can take a couple of shots. I think his health also regenerates, maybe?
Well, I never want to see the horse die, so I'm not even gonna ask.
Yeah. Also, you might be wondering, like, where does the horse go? You're just gonna leave the horse behind? Well, don't worry. The horse has his own Fulton balloon. Bye.
The one you have.
Buddy,
So the horse's name is D-Horse.
Sure, sure.
D-Horse.
Horse.
extraction arrived at Mother Base.
For most playthroughs, we're not going for S ranks, just because S ranks most of the time are more like speed runs. We'll just do whatever's fun.
What did Vapor Snake do?
Well, Vapor Snake, you know, he wasted a full day smoking.
Yeah.
He might still be smoking.
He finally found Kaz, and he's been dead for 2 weeks.
Yeah. The Vapor Snake, you know, he spent more time out in the field. Oh, right. Even more cassette tapes. Vapor Snake, though. This is his 4th day in Afghanistan. He finally got here. He's got a truck.
All right.
So, you know, gonna hop in this truck. There's a move you can do only in trucks. If you press the crouch button, you will turn the truck off and slink in the seat like you could in Watch Dogs, of all things.
And if you press the action button, you go honk honk, and you make kids on field trips very happy.
So, we're just gonna turn the truck off and slink in the chair and just coast, and suddenly we're a ghost truck with no driver. This also means no one's gonna throw an alert, because we're just a truck on the loose. Okay. They might see us now, but if they're dead, they can't call in an alert.
That's true. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's the building, boss. That's where the hole is, Miller.
All right. 4 days later, we found Miller. Here we go.
Kaz. Kaz, it's me. I'm here to get you out. Kaz.
So now you remember him.
Yeah.
Boss, the target's dead. We're too late.
Don't you just call
Mission
him a
failed.
target? He was my friend, I think.
Probably.
Oh, but, well, rest in peace, Kaz. Every mission also has credits just like a TV show. Maybe I'll change his credits and put us in it. I don't know.
Hey, why not?